Hello, everybody. It's Slush, and we're back with another review. Now, today we'll be reviewing Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. So, this is literally the most polarizing movie in the entire series, and probably in horror history. I mean, so many people either love this movie or they hate it. I've rarely seen anybody say in the middle, it's okay, it's average. Usually, you either hate this movie or you love it. There's usually not a middle. But the thing about this movie is I've always loved it. I've noticed so many people hate on this movie. I've joined so many Michael Myers fan groups on Facebook. So many people hate on this movie, and I can understand some of the hate for this movie, but also, you know, for what it is, it's a pretty awesome movie, and it's also Donald Pleasant's last movie role before he died. And so, to me, in that aspect, it's also very special, like kind of like in a memorial film for him. It's the final one. The things to me, there's more positives in this movie than there are negatives. Is there some negatives in this movie? Of course there is. Every movie has negatives. Um, and the negatives are pretty bad, but the positives to me way, 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 way outweigh the bad things. For example, the mask. I really love the mask. To me, it was like a back to the roots Michael Myers mask after the Halloween 5 debacle. But yeah, this movie is just so awesome, and it brings back that color palette from the first movie. You can just tell by the cover here, that blue color tone that the original had. Tons of scenes in this movie where it keeps that tone, not just for the cover to get you into it. There's many scenes in this movie that have it, and that's what I love about it, is it brought back that original vibe. Daniel Farrance, the guy that wrote this, he's actually a pretty cool guy. I've talked to him a little bit, and in general, he's a great writer. He brought a spark to the series that needed it after that fiasco of the film Halloween 5. The movie is so bad, and it must have been so hard for him to try to like make sense of Halloween 5. And I feel for him. I really do feel for him. He had to make something of a pile of shit. So he Dominique Othen-Gerard killed the series, and he had to resurrect it with the scraps that were left of it. And in my opinion, he did a very, very good job with what he had. And this movie could have turned out way worse. Way, way worse. Believe me, there's other franchises in horror where they get to the sixth movie, it's just completely absurd. It manages to connect to the others very well, and in a new original way. It can get shit for it. To me, the music is amazing, and the cinematography, just like Halloween 5, is amazing. I love so many things about it. George Wilbur is Michael Myers, who is also replaced by A. Michael Lerner. He did all the alternate, scenes and stuff for the theatrical version. George did all the producer's cut. And so that's the thing. With this, you get both the producer's cut and the theatrical cut. In my opinion, I prefer the theatrical cut simply because it doesn't involve the rape scene of Jamie Lloyd. To me, that's just disgusting and out of the Michael Myers character. I know he kills people. I know he does all kinds of crazy shit, but to me, raping is just not him. Like, leave that to Freddy Krueger. That's the only thing I hate about the producer's cut. Besides that, to me, the producer's cut is definitely the definitive version, simply because the music is a little bit better, the tone is a bit better. It's not super gory, unlike the theatrical cut. The theatrical cut is almost like too gory. They just go so crazy with the kills. I mean, if you're one of those people who's like a gore hound, I myself do love kills, but for the Halloween series, I feel like unnecessary gore just doesn't have a place. Maybe I'm just an old soul, that's more so into that not having so much blood and just having the suspense. I love suspense over blood. I'll just say that. And to me, the producer's cut, is more for me. But sadly, I just can't get over that rape scene. I mean, it just kills me. I'm like, I just can't watch that and enjoy it, knowing that that's what happened. But with the theatrical cut, you don't see any of that. It's not even really implied. You see some things where, I mean, if you've seen the producer's cut, you'd be like, oh, okay, I see what's going on here. But they never actually say who the father of the baby is. And so I watched the theatrical cut because it's less disgusting, less sick and twisted. So, but again, if you're okay with that, producer's cut is definitely the way to go tone wise. And if it didn't have that rape scene, I would definitely prefer it. But as my favorite version go, the theatrical cut definitely takes the cake. Because there's two versions here, I'd like to rank both of them in this one video. Again, this movie has so many positives. Both of them have amazing color palette / tone and the vibes. The fall setting is perfect, amazing. It's beautiful. Definitely looks like Halloween. George P. Wilbur as Michael Myers, A. Michael Lerner as Michael Myers. amazing. They're both equally amazing. It's a little jarring to see Michael Lerner all of a sudden because he's very slim build. And Brad Harden also did a few scenes too. He was also the makeup guy, I believe. He did the makeup guy / the special effects, something like that. He also did a few scenes in the theatrical cut. So Kara Strode in this movie, she's not a very likable character. She's almost kind of a borderline annoying to me. She is a good mother. You know, she tries to take care of Danny as best as she can. She's not a very attentive mother, that's for sure. Tommy Doyle, played by Paul Rudd, he's a very awkward guy, but of course it's understandable being what he went through in Halloween 1978. It's the same Tommy Doyle. But yeah, I wish we had Lindsay Wallace in the movie alongside Tommy Doyle. That would be pretty cool. But anyways, besides that, Tommy Doyle is amazing. Kara Strode she's not really likable, but she's okay. Okay, she's all right. She's definitely not my favorite character in the series, and this movie has a lot of bad characters. Dr. Wynn, for one. John Strode, he's a piece of shit asshole. I hate him. I mean, he's just a movie character, but if I saw him, I would want to kill him myself. Like, more than what Michael did to him. That's not a spoiler, because the movie came out like 30-something years ago, 20 years ago. Like 25 years ago, I believe. But he's a piece of shit. Nobody likes him. Nobody. If I had to rank the producer's cut, I'd say I give the producer's cut. I give it an 8 out of 10. Again, that rape scene just kills me. I can't get into it with that rape scene. If I skip the rape scene, it's great from there. It's amazing. Now if you watch the theatrical cut, that definitely gets a solid, 9. I'll give it a 9.3 out of 10. It's pretty awesome, and it doesn't. People don't give it enough credit. I don't get it. I don't get all the hate for this movie. But definitely watch both versions because they're both equally amazing in their own ways, excluding that fucking rape scene. But yeah, what do you guys think of Halloween 6? Do you agree that it's a really good movie? Are you in the middle? Or do you just not like it whatsoever? Let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit like if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you've not already. Hit that bell to get notified anytime I make a video or stream. Keep up to date with the channel. There's always some crazy going on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
It must be the boogeyman. Here I come, boogeyman. As you know, I am really scared.